Good afternoon. I'm Jeff, and I am in No Man's Sky, the version that the latest version as of September 2nd, 2019, from Steam on the PC. This base is a rather large base, as you can see. All right. Main reason I built this base is I was wanting to mess around with some ideas about how to use power, doors, and also lighting systems. And I ran into a glitch here, and I'll illustrate. But right now there are no power doors, and that's for purposes of illustration. I removed the power doors so that you can watch the wires that will be there as soon as I make a second lap through. The idea was that if I go through a door, the door would close behind me. All that wiring is working underneath the floor. That's not really important right now how it works, except to say that right now you can see that door, because it's red, there's no current, the door would be open. So if I step through, okay, that's the way it should be. So the door the power would turn on and the door would close behind me. That's what I want. And now if I go here, you'll see this door has no power, so it would be open. If I step through, it gets power and it would close behind me. This door here is in a on state, powered state, so it would be closed until you come over here. Now this is part of my experiment. So if I press this button, you'd hear like 5 beeps, and at the end, well, beeps or organ sounds, and then after that, the circuit on this door would turn off, allowing the door to open, so it would allow you to pass at that point. So I'm messing around with repeaters and so on to see if I can make it work. Anyway, if I step through the door, you'll see that the door would power back up and it would lock. That's exactly what I would expect. So now let's go back around. Oh, there's one more door. This door has no power, so it would be open. The way that's set up is, if I back up, there, it has power now. Now it opened. And I would come through, and the second I go through, power is back on, the door would close. And then you would be able to, so it's sort of a one-way trip. All right, so if I go back through here, I'm going to start adding doors. All right. If I go to small doors, okay. Add this kind of door, so I made this easy. So if I put this, oops, that's not what I wanted. Wrong way. All right. All right. That's the way it should be. All right. So powered. I'm inside the door. It's powered. The door is shut. Backing up. I got this door right here. Its wire is on this side, so you can watch how it works. So if I back up, you can see as I back up here. All right. If I back up, the power's off. That power's up when this door powers down. So if I put the door in place, the door is closed as it should. Should be. So if I walk away, that door closes and that door automatically opens. So basically there's an inverter tied to this. Now if I go through, that closes, and you see you can't go back through by design. Now this door would be closed. To prove that, I will add the door. Oops, I just accidentally put a door where I didn't want it. Oh well, I'll get it later. All right, so that door is closed. It will not open until I come over here and give the 5 beeps. The door opens as it should. You step through. That other door would be closed. Adding that door. All right. And it opens. If I step it back far enough, it's open now. So now if I go through, this is the way it should be. It closes one more time. Alright, so if I go through now, step through, doors work as they should. Door closes, that door opens. Go through, that door closes as it should. Push the button, all the beeps. Step through. All right, and that door opened. Perfect. Now, I will go back to mode select. Actually, before I do that, I want to save. I want to save my progress. If we go up here, have it saved, ready to go. And I want to get in a multiplayer right now. I don't need that. All right. Now, I'm going to go back to mode select. All right. Going to go back in. Stay with me because the glitch with the doors is soon coming. The problem you're going to see is when I get in the teleport and come back. And that's just one way that I can trigger the problem where you will see that the doors are like they are no longer responding to the electrical system. So actually right here is okay. This has been inconsistent, but now you're starting to see what I'm talking about. So I've seen before where I went to game mode and came back and it was fine. That was fine, but this is really what I've come to expect. So if I took the teleport, I would see the same thing. You see that? If I go to the front door. Front door is open. There, power's up, but the door won't close. The door will not close. That one is no power, it's open. I would expect it to be open. I step through. You can't see it, but it is powered up. But that one right there is powered up, and notice it's not closed. Even though I just came out and came back in. If I toggle, watch it. Power on, power off. Did make a difference. Same thing here. No difference. Now if I go back here, so say I delete the door, all right, and then add it back. Now see, it's responding. I've tried variations of this before where instead of just taking the door off and adding it back, I actually ran a new wire to it. It didn't, that didn't make a difference. So if I go up to this door right here, see it's powered on. Before I even try to mess with it, I'm going to try to act like I'm going to rewire it. There. You see so the end of that wire is a hotspot, and I can pull wires, but it's not actually connected. Right here, I'm running my cursor over the end, that end point in the door. It's not letting me pick it. It's not letting me touch it. Meaning pull a connection wire. Now if I delete it, delete the door, re-add it, it closes like it should. Plus, I could actually touch it now. I could run a wire there if I wanted. So I found that time and time again, if I exit, come back, teleport, come back, the doors are like in some kind of weird state, which I don't really understand what that is, but it's like it's out of phase with the game itself and with, well, at least my save. I don't know how to put it. Same with this door. I'll fix it now. It'll only be fixed for this session. If I come back, it'll be broke again. Perfect. Now, I'll go ahead and force an autosave out here. I want to take my ship far away from all the proximity sensors. At least reasonably far away. Alright, over here. I like my Explorer. Alright, step out. OBS is killing me here. Alright. So I have an autosave way out here. I'm far away from the base. Far enough away that the proximity sensors, the doors will be in their default states. Meaning this door's default state is off, which means it stays open. That door's default state is on, meaning it stays closed. So I step through, works. Step in, step in, press the button, all the beeps. So I just fixed the doors. Come out, like it should, that opens, and step out of the base. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to autosave again. Alright, let's get in the Explorer. I'm going to step out. Now, I'm going to go to mode select, go out, and then come back in. And as soon as I come in, this is actually the first time I've tried saving at a distance, away from all the proximity sensors. Often I've tried, my teleport is inside and in range of all the proximity sensors, meaning that when I would teleport out or save out, the doors could be in their active state, meaning I'm in the vicinity, so they're running power to the doors and, you know, the inverters and so on. So if I go back to the landing pad here, walk over, I'm curious what will happen. Okay, that door inside there, is the second door is open, but you see it's green or blue. It's blue, so it's got power to it, you know, up to the connection, but it's not closing the door. This door is there you saw it change from red to blue, but it didn't close. This one is in the right position for open, but it was already open. Step through, it's not closing. That one's already open, even though it's in a blue state, meaning it should be closed. Push this. Didn't make a difference. Go here, same thing. But I can fix it only in this session though, by going and picking the door. There, it opened. Like I said, I can do that to all the doors. I go back and just delete them and re-add them. Go right inside here. That should be closed. To fix it, I would delete it. Re-add it. And it stays closed, like it should. So something's wrong. Hopefully, Hello Games can fix that, because I love the electrical. I love the different combinations. You can make some very complex things, some cool things with it. But we just need to get the doors. The doors seem to be the biggest problem. Although I have seen in other cases where when this glitch was happening, I would go up to, there's a bunch of proximity sensors down there, inverters under the floor. And I would go up and try to make contact with an endpoint, you know, and unplug a wire or plug a wire. And it would, just like this door earlier, it wouldn't let me touch it. I had to re-add it. I had to basically go back and re-add all my power inverters and so on. So, because of this glitch, but the doors make it most apparent. Without going and replacing all the inverters and all the proximity sensors, without doing any of that, just by replacing the doors, it fixes it for some reason, at least for one session. So anyway, appreciate your help. Hello Games. Hopefully you can fix it. Thank you.